Hello. I usually say what the day is before um, starting the video, but I already should be in the title. So, um, but anyways, it's 9:38 in the morning, um, and all that pile of stuff. I have to keep constantly moving it from down there to there. It's very annoying. So, yesterday I got a new um, cube in the mail, which is this cube. And the cube I ordered was called the Moyu RS3M 2020 3x3. Um, and but actually, I decided to use the lube service of Max because it says long lasting speed. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for long lasting speed because that's literally what it says right here. So I bought this one. And there are only 3 reviews of this one, and they're all 5-star reviews. But when I got the cube and started turning it, it's extremely slow. And very difficult to turn. And I was hoping that maybe I just need to break in the lube, but I did a session of like 200 or 300 solves, and it's still slow and it hasn't changed at all. It's extremely slow. So I don't know what's up with that. And also, that's my chair, with the back of which always falls off. I really want to get a new chair because every time I try to screw the back part back on, all the screws just come off extremely quickly, and then the back lid falls off. I hate this chair so much. But buying a new chair is kind of annoying. So I now have to do my homework. So, and the first thing I need to do is study for and then take a test which is 50 questions, multiple choice, and you have 90 minutes. So I'm going to skim over using the announcement guidelines for how to study for what's going to be on the quiz or test. I'm going to try to skim over everything that's relevant, and then, since it's open book, once I start taking the test, I can have all of my pages open and then use the Control F function to find any information I need. It's open notes. There are no guidelines as to how open the notes are supposed to be, what the nature of the notes is. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. That's what I've done for a few of my classes that were open notes, and the textbook was online. There's no rule against it, and it's basically like open notes, except I didn't take any notes. I just am finding it. It's kind of like if you're taking a test and you're using a textbook, but instead of it taking like 30 seconds to 2 minutes to find something in the textbook, it only takes like 5 to 10 seconds. That's literally the only difference. At least it's not like I'm just taking this without doing any studying, because I'm not going to just take it without studying. I'm actually going to skim over the material. I can't read the entirety of everything. That would take way too long, but I'm going to at least look at every relevant section to the test to see if I can kind of absorb any information that I can that would save me the time of having to look for it on the test. And then after I'm done with that, I need to, the next thing I need to do is write my final draft. Well, actually, I think what I'll do first is read chapter 5 for business communication and then take the quiz. And then I will write the final draft of my resume and cover letter. And then if I'm done with that, and I still have more time left, which I somehow doubt, I'm going to, I have to, because the corporate finance thing is going to take so long. I need to finish everything besides corporate finance today. I just need to. And that could also include studying for the management accounting quiz, but I don't know if I just feel like I'm gonna run out of time for everything. But I need to. I would also like to start the corporate finance stuff today too, because there's just too much other stuff I have to get to first. And also, I don't have as much. Well, I do have free time, but today, but not as much as I want because I have to do something at like 12 o'clock, and it's gonna take like 2 hours. So that's gonna cut into my free time. But I'm not like super disappointed about it or anything. It's not all that bad really, but so because I'm now procrastinating, I'm going to tell you the entire history of cubing, the entire history of my cubing career is not the correct word. Cubing life. So yeah, my dad, when I was in 4th grade, my dad bought me a picture cube, or it was a Rubik's Cube. It was like a store-bought cube from a gas station that was like it had pictures on it instead of the colors. Don't even remember what it was the pictures were, and then I tried to solve it, but I couldn't. And then I looked up videos online of, I think maybe the first ever video I saw was like of the 708 like world record solve. I think that may have literally been the first video I saw online of Rubik's Cube, and I was like, that guy's Rubik's Cube is just colors. That's gotta be so much easier than this picture cube. So I want to buy a Rubik's Cube. So I bought a Rubik's Cube. It was a Rubik's brand, but I still couldn't solve it, and I don't know. I guess it came with a solution, but I guess I wasn't able to figure that one out either. I was so stupid that I couldn't even use this the solution manual that it came with to solve it. So then I gave up. And then the only real reason why I'm still cubing today, I would have to say, is because of my friend Tristan right here. He just so happened to also get into cubing. I don't know if it was at the same time or a little bit before me or what, but he just so happened to get into cubing. So, and then I can't remember exactly how it happened, but it was because of him getting into cubing that I ended up actually went back and tried to figure out how to solve it. I don't remember if he taught me how to solve. He probably helped me with it, because I don't think I could even figure out the solution manual by myself. It was kind of like I think it was a combination of him helping me and also me figure it out myself, to where I finally was able to solve the Rubik's Cube using the solution manual, and that's kind of how it started. If I was to tell the entire history of cubing in this manner, it would take hours, because I've only just gone through the beginning of cubing, basically. But I guess I'll at least I'll make some progress in telling to the best of the ability that I can even remember, because my autobiographical memory is terrible. Yeah, basically I learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Also, did I buy a 2x2? I can't remember when I bought my first. Like, I started buying other cubes too. I started adding to my cubing collection at some point, and I started collecting lots of cubes. So at the time, basically from 2011 to 2014, my main concern wasn't getting faster at the Rubik's Cube. I was just into the cubes in general. Like, I was into collecting the cubes and just solving them casually. So I collected the 2x2, 4x4, 5x5, all the way up like that, over time, obviously. And also the other ones, like what were my other cubes? I still have a bunch of them in my bag, but there's like, well, obviously, I don't think I got a Pyramix for quite a while after I started. Oh no, I did get a Pyramix, never mind. I got like a Pyramix and Megaminx. What other types? I think I had like a 3x3x4 cube. What else? Just a bunch of random puzzles. And then I went all the way up to 11x11, basically. My collection went, like, I had literally every single n by n cube, all the way up to 11x11, I'm pretty sure. It seems crazy to think about, but that actually happened. I had the 8x8, 9x9, 10x10, and 11x11. Actually, I got the 11x11 before the 10x10 because actually there was no such thing as a 10x10 at one point in time. Like, I remember there was a time when there wasn't actually such a thing as a 10x10. And then I think like my parents bought me a 10x10 for Christmas in 2013. And when I got that 10x10, I literally had no idea that there was such a thing as a 10x10. So it was pretty crazy. And that's the origin of my first YouTube video that's on my channel right now, solving the ShengShou 10x10. So yeah, and yeah, Tristan and I went to our first cubing competition in 2011. I could look up my WCA profile to see when that was, but I don't really feel like it. But yeah, we went. I don't know if that was his first comp too. I would guess it would be his first competition. But yeah, and my average was like a minute. So yeah, even though I wasn't focused on speed solving as much, I did like speed solving a lot. It's just that I didn't want to learn any advanced method or anything, so I was just using the beginner's method to solve it. And I got like ultimately my average went down slowly over time until it went down to like 30 seconds at the best that I was ever at with the beginner's method. And yeah, I went to like 3 or 4 competitions from like 2011 to 2014. Competed in a few other events, but not that many events. Like 2x2, 4x4. Did I compete in Pyramix? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the Rubik's Magic. I literally competed in the Rubik's Magic, which was a puzzle that was actually part of competitions back then, but then they removed it. So now I am done procrastinating. So anything in between now and when I stop the video to start working my homework is just procrastination, except that it's not talking about anything specifically. So it's just nothing. Yep, that's what it is. Why do I have this on my wall? It's a puzzle. Jigsaw puzzle. For some reason, I just have this on my wall, and it's literally in my profile picture, because that's where I stood to take my profile picture. I wasn't even thinking about it at all. There's nothing special or significant about this. It's just there. And also this calendar, I put that there like 2 years ago or something. What is the year of this calendar anyway? I haven't taken it off in months. For Noah's bedroom wall, what? This is the 2016 to 2017 calendar. That's how long this has been here. Where's this? Can't find it. Oh, it's right here. Wait, what? It wasn't up there. I see there's a screw up way up there, but that's not where it was. Or maybe I'm just dumb. No, it wasn't there. Where is it? Come on. I don't see where it was. Oh, it's right there. It's blending in very well. The screw is very blending into the wall. It's the exact same color of the wall where it currently is. Apparently, that thing has been there at least since 2017 without ever taking it off. What? That's like before I even moved here, right? That's such a long time. I am going to eventually start working on my homework at some point. So, going to start working on my homework. And I will only be able to work on it until about 11:45. And then I'll have to stop to do the thing that's going to be at 12 o'clock. And I just got some messages on Discord, so actually that would be a good time for me to stop the video and sit down, read whatever messages I got on Discord, and then after that, I'm going to start studying for the human resource test. So I will get back to you once I have another update to talk about how far I'm getting in my homework. So goodbye. Hi. So it is now 7:10 p.m. So I actually did not end up making any update videos really today in between my homework sessions, because I just felt like I would kind of interrupt the flow of doing my homework and whatnot. But so what did I accomplish today? So today what I accomplished, well, I guess I could just do it in chronological order. So basically after that video, actually I can't really remember because my memory sucks, but basically I studied for the human resource test for a long time. So there was this thing I had to do at 12. So originally I was planning take my friend Jessa to practice driving at 12, but then it kind of got moved to 1. But yeah, I basically studied until 1, and then I took Jessa to practice driving for like 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and then I got back at like 3:30, and then after that point I didn't really have a choice. I had to just go right back to studying because I'm running low on time here. So I studied for literally 8 more minutes, and then I was done. Like, that's how close I got to like finishing studying, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because the test would take like 90 minutes. But anyways, then I took the 90-minute long test, but it only took me like let's see, 90 minus, it was like 50, wait, it was either like, it was like 40 to 50 minutes, not 90. But anyways, yeah, I took the test. I ended up getting 84%. And I'm very disappointed with that, but there's not much I can really do about that. I feel like I studied, I feel like I didn't get an 84 because I didn't study enough. I feel like maybe a lot of it just had to do with the questions were really confusing. A lot of those questions were really confusing to me. Like, it's kind of like quote unquote application questions, but I feel like the application, the way you're supposed to apply the concepts is very, like, I don't know, it's like, it's not very straightforward or whatever. It's like, so I got 84. I'm going to study more for the next test because obviously I need to try to improve that. Otherwise, I'm not going to end up with an A in the class. Like, right now, my grade in the class went from 33% to 77%, which obviously is a huge jump, but I still am not happy at all with having a 77% in the class. I'm hoping that he grades my other 2 assignments and that will push it up farther, but I obviously need to do better on the next, I think there's 3 more tests. And then after that, I had to, so then I studied a chapter from business communication, and then I took a quiz on that, got 9 out of 10. And the one question I got wrong, I felt like I would have gotten it wrong either way because it was again, like the questions on the human resource test, the question was very confusing. Like it gave like a scenario, and there's like, what is this an example of? And then it's kind of really difficult to determine what it actually is. Like, so anyways, got 9 out of 10. Now the ideal thing for me to do after that is to work on my cover letter and my resume to finish those, or at least get a very good, make some good progress on it before going to bed. But I really don't feel like it because I just don't feel like doing anything else right now. And also I have to get up tomorrow morning early to go to work for 3 hours, and then, so what tomorrow is going to look like is I have to work for 3 hours, then I have to finish the final draft of my resume and cover letter before 9:30. So I have to work for 3 hours plus do something that takes an unspecified amount of time, maybe an hour, maybe, I don't know. It all depends on like how much effort I put into it, but hopefully it's just like 1 hour to do the resume and cover letter. So I have to do basically 4 hours of work before 9:30. So I'm just kind of planning to get up at 2. Usually I get up at 2:30, but I'm going to get up at 2. And also I just realized, I hope they can't really hear me talking. There's a bunch of people downstairs, but anyways, let's see. And then after that, I have my class at 10 o'clock. I'm really hoping there's like an 80% chance that there's not going to be the human resource class tomorrow, because for the past 2 weeks we've only been having classes on Wednesday and Friday. So let's just really hope we don't have a human resource class tomorrow. So I'm going to have my class from 10 to 10:50, and then I have a period of time in between 10:50 a.m. and 12 or 11:59 p.m. rather, like to be exact, to do 2 things: to read the notes for my microeconomics class, and then answer the quiz questions, which are multiple choice questions. And then I have to read 4 chapters of corporate finance, and then take the 4 quizzes, one over each chapter, I believe. And that's gonna suck. Man, this is gonna be so bad. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do both of this? Like, it's already hard enough to have to do all the corporate finance all in one day. That in itself is hard, but then to add on the fact that I have to do the microeconomics thing in addition to that, this is going to really suck. And I guess obviously adding on the fact that I have to work and I have to do the business communication assignment and I have to have the class at 10 o'clock. So how the heck am I going to do that? Also, I just realized I have to work for 4 hours, not 3. Yay!